Okay, we are back after our most unfortunate crash. That's the first crash I think I've had since I actually started playing this particular playthrough. It's over a day's time. Okay, have no idea what happened. So let's go ahead and let's try to get back in and finish this up. And let me check one thing real quick. It's going to probably fry the screen. There we go. Let's get the sound back in the game again. Okay. I checked the I actually checked the crash since this is a modding test. I did check the crash, and the crash I didn't see nothing really stood out as being something that I actually. Come on, Piper.
Hello?
Yes,
Out there?
don't say no. Say hop in here and let's get this show on the road. It looked like it had something to do with bringing up the Pip-Boy, but I actually came back in here, picked up the loot. I didn't actually want to re-loot everything, so I picked up the loot that I picked up previously. Let's see, we got a gun in here somewhere. I picked up the loot that I picked up previously, and I opened up the Pip-Boy. I didn't try opening it up on the inside. I didn't want to get a whole lot of crashes, but once I'm done with this, and we turn it in, then I will experiment a little bit. That's the first time I've had that happen, so that's not anything that's happened before. Let's go ahead and grab all this stuff. I've never had that particular crash happen. And I think, I'm just going to do this for XP, I think that there is I believe there's some kind of engine,
Nice.
there's some kind of bug somewhere. Either it's in one of the mods, or how the mods link into the game, or even in the game itself. I wouldn't think it's in the base game, to be honest, because I think something like that would have come up. I think something like that would have came up, and they would have sought to fix it. Okay, let's get a little bit of light. I do like the ambience sometimes. I don't think we really want that. I don't really care about that. There's nothing really I see there. That's expert. I wonder if we can... Whoa. No. I'm sure you're going to try to shoot me. Okay, we need to take this out. This is going to be a problem. There, I see it. Okay, go ahead and... Wow, did that even do any damage? Alright, maybe Piper can draw the fire. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can get this...
Bingo.
I'll take that. Don't want that. Let's see if we can get this safe opened. Facilities log, media events, turret control. Nope. No luck on the safe. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, I don't have any lock picking skills. Okay. Let's see if there's anything in here of any use. I do need probably something I can use as an antiseptic. Something I can probably use. Okay, you hear that? Did you hear that?
Did you see a damn thing?
No, but I do believe that feral ghouls are now on the premises. That's what I thought. They're here. They're here. Okay.
Entering killer mode. Critical damage available.
This is actually pretty bad. This is a bad situation. Because there's usually a swarm of these, and I can't make it through here because I can't activate the button. Let's see. This is going to be pretty bad. Hear them? I think they're in this other room over here. I can hear them actually huffing and puffing. Hear them? Okay, so what I need to do... Let's see. We need to come up with some kind of strategy here. Let's see if they're down here. Are they all down underwater?
Entering killer mode.
Oh, that's funny. Look at that. It's like a little underwater encounter group. That is absolutely... Whoa!
Entering killing mode.
Okay, guys. Spawning stuff beside me is absolutely silly. But it looks like that's what they did. Alright, let's go ahead and... So, they will have to fight some of the Mirelurks. The nice thing is, they will fight some of the Mirelurks. That is a glass. I think there is glass there, right? I believe that's glass. I'm trying to debate on whether I actually want to go in there. You know what we might be able to do? If the Mirelurks actually move around a little bit... Okay, he's moving off. So let's see if we can, let's see if we can kite these guys in some. Alright, good. Oh yeah, there's ferals. Let's see if we can use this to our advantage.
Entering killing mode.
You know, I don't know who did the animations for these things, but it is absolutely hilarious.
Entering killing mode.
The animations on these things actually kill me.
Entering killing mode.
Well, this actually turned out a little bit better than what I thought. And that will leave us with nothing but the Mirelurks to have to deal with. Oh, man. That's actually funny that they literally have a no... It's funny that they literally have no... Alright, this guy's confused. Here, let me help him out. Okay, alright, let's see. I'll help him make a decision. Good golly, man. I keep expecting these two to come up behind me. Alright, Piper. I see him. He's over here. Look at these guys. I guess this is the funny part of like being they're absolutely confused. I think the AI is just absolutely confused as to what to do. Like it literally doesn't know what to do. So they're just kind of sitting there shaking their heads. I thought that was a ghoul. Oh, that's funny. That is definitely funny. Okay. Let's try to get through... Let's try to get through this as painless as possible.
Won't be
Yeah,
able to pick this.
definitely can't pick that. Thing is, we got one right above us. I do remember that. And I think there's something coming this way. I'm gonna get shot either way I go.
You got a line on him?
I do not, but I'm working on it.
Still in one piece.
Okay, we've taken that one out. Oh, yep, there is something coming. Oh, come on, look at this guy. What the? Jesus, dude, I got like one shot. Why?
Had it come to that.
Where do they come up with this? Like, why in the world would they even ever want to spawn somebody behind the player? Like, right on top of the player. I mean, I get the concept. I do. I truly do. You know, the concept is, he snuck up on me. You know, he literally snuck up on me. However, he could not sneak up on me because... He could not sneak up on me because there wasn't enough time. Everything was clear. He didn't just magically wander in the building and then stand behind me and then start doing some kind of weird zigzag dance. So I think in my opinion, I think when they spawn things, I think that should be an option. They should have an option to literally spawn. I think that should be an option to spawn them. I have a feeling it's right on top of me. So what they should do is when they spawn them, they should be an option, like some kind of configuration option, to let you decide if you wanna have that kind of gameplay. But I think it's kind of immersion breaking. I mean, not that a lot of things in the game isn't already immersion breaking, but I believe it's kind of immersion breaking to have something spawn right behind you. All right, in case something else spawns, we're gonna need a way out. We're gonna have to have some stuff we can transverse to. Okay, that doesn't have any ammo that I see. Let's de-highlight it there. All right, we're almost done with this. A few more Mirelurks, and we can loot the bodies down there, and we're good to go. I wonder if we should do, you know, I'm thinking, I wonder if we should do 308. Just curious. In the world? And I'll tell you what, that finger is gun happy. Okay, that takes care of that. Alright, so back to combat shotgun. I want to try to get out of here before the, I actually want to try, you know what, let's grab some of these. These are actually good for cooking. I don't think I can click this again, can I? Nope. Alright. Alright, so, we need to get down there. I'm not really too interested in covering, well, you know what, let's go ahead and do this. Since they could have some things that we might, yeah, that's what I was trying to prevent. God, the little guy can take some damage. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Hey, come on, it can't be that tough. Alright. I have no idea where that's coming from. Am I over encumbered? I am. Wow, what did I pick up?
Where to?
Alright, we have got to get
Probably
rid of
has
some...
something
Oh,
we
you know
use.
what? I picked up that missile launcher. Yeah. Let's get rid of that. That's another like 20 pounds. Let's get rid of the sword. I do need the shotgun, combat shotgun. We're gonna give her that for now. Let's get rid of that. And these things. Let's go over here real quick. Anything, let's take a look at anything that's fairly heavy. Let's get rid of. Just to get through. To get through this. Okay, let's try that. Did I give her my shotgun? There we go. Alright.
I can carry something if you need to.
You most certainly are carrying stuff. Okay, let's grab that. Okay. These eggs, I think, are pretty heavy. I think I've got all the eggs I really want. I'll take the Wonder Glue. I'll take that. Look like there's another one. I see some more down here, ready to pop up. I do. Whoa! Whoa, whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. What, she using a sword? Oh my gosh. Come on, jump. What the? Jump, buddy. Jump. 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 Run. 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 Okay, where are we? Oh, I hear it somewhere. God. More? These are tough little cookies. Jiminy cricket. Them are tough little cookies. All right, let's go ahead and get some. Let's go ahead and get the meat out of here in case we want to do some cooking. I think we already checked him. We already checked him. All right, let's get back over here. Then let's get back to our regularly scheduled program of trying to get this stuff activated. Okay, I need to lower that last. Let's see. Let's take that. All right, let's go through here. We don't get a whole lot of reds. Let's do it pretty quickly. I don't know where that last turret was coming from. I heard the turret. Okay, that should get rid of that. So now we can get to the bodies without getting irradiated. And if I don't get out of here fast enough, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen is more ghouls are gonna spawn. At least I can have the full. At least I can have the full area. Wow, a sword. That looks clever. Oh God, I don't want water. Ah, oh, jeez. I'll take that. I'll take that. All right. Okay, so that's done. Let's see what we got. 201. We're still good. I'll take that, and I'll take the mine. Okay. Anything over here of any value? Not that I see. Not that I see. Alright. In the elevator we go. Wow. Piper actually knew where I was going for once. Awesome. Spectacular. Way to use that 6th sense. Alright, this should... Oh, wouldn't that be funny if there's like a whole bunch of ghouls out here? That would be just literally sad. Okay, so let's do one thing here. Let's do a long save. Let's get this done. Now, usually ghouls will spawn right after I fast travel. So if I fast travel, I bet you anything that they will spawn. So we're going to do this anyways. Alright, so let's go to workshops, maybe. Yeah, we're not there yet. Okay, we're going to take a look at the numbers. Numbers look good. Yeah, those numbers look good. Okay, so let's go to map. And what we want is Graygarden. Okay, here we go. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to take a closer look at that crash here in just a bit and see if I can try and isolate what it is. I believe it's a random crash. I think the game engine, when it's modded, or even when it's not modded, but when it's modded, it experiences random crashes due to some kind of threading issue. Okay, alright, we're back here. Let's save this because I'm pretty sure... ghouls, there's no warning they're going to come, so you know what? That may be... That, see? There's no warning they're going to come, so here, there they are. Alright, let's let these guys deal for a while.
Mission objective received.
Alright, we're going to let these guys deal. We want to switch into thermal here. Thermal. See the script lag? There's definitely script lag in there. Yeah, you can actually see the script lag. Well, at least he knows where I'm at.
Entering killing mode. Entering killing mode.
Yeah, traveling is almost guaranteed a spawn. It's almost
Entering
guaranteed.
killing mode.
I think this was a bad idea, going up this way. Let's see if we can get to somewhere they'll have a hard time navigating to.
Entering killing mode. Your AP is too low.
We'll take advantage of the really badly threaded AI. Oh god, he's way back there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, not happening, buddy. Are all the robots down? Did they kill all the robots? God, look how many ghouls. You gotta be kidding me. Jesus, this dude's coming right at me.
Your AP is too low. Your AP is too low.
Alright, fine.
Entering killing mode.
Okay, let's do a quick save here. Reload. You know what we're going to do? Let's switch over to a hunting rifle. I don't know if we could do like a... No, it's only a 41% chance to hit the head. Alright, let's see. Good golly, can I even take one of these guys down? What would be nice if I could zoom out the, it would be really, really nice if I could zoom the...
Entering killing mode.
What would really be nice if I could zoom the... Alright, let's switch back to double barrel shotgun. Let's do a quick save. If I could actually zoom, if I could zoom out the scope, and there is a mod to do that, but it doesn't work with NG. It doesn't work with the next gen update. It needs some script extender or some, not the script extender, but there's some script extender plugins that needs some rework, and that's gonna require a little bit of time for them to find the addresses and make sure that the functions work as they should. That's gonna take some time. Now imagine if it was just, if it was like, and I have no modded weapons in here other than I think the syringer. The syringe, and it's not really so much modded, is that it's like an enhanced, it's an improved version of the syringer. And I do have, oh wow, look at the bug. See, this is another problem that Bethesda games have. They're using events. They're using events to turn things on and off. Here, the flamethrower. So they're using events to turn on and off certain features of the game, such as, you know, a flamethrower, a flamethrower sound effect, like a start and stop. You have a start and stop function or feature or an event. But the problem is that I think some of the events are being lost. I think some of the frames, I think somehow the events are being skipped. And in the process of skipping those events, it's losing them completely. So they're not even firing, or scripts are not even running, because you can actually hear that. And it looks like there's even more up that way. No, it's something else. Okay, alright, so here's what I want to do. Let's turn this in. Let's switch out of this mode here. Let's get on our flashlight. Whoops, and let's go into find Supervisor White. Okay.
Graygarden, darling.
I want to acquire this workshop before I actually click on it, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same as the other. I believe I've figured that one out.
That's pretty ingenious. I bet you can work around the clock.
And you're happy working those kinds of hours?
Of course, darling.
It's a robot.
Hierarchy allows for constant.
I think Toaster is probably taking it a little bit too much of an extreme, because being an extension of a creation, being the extension of that which creates it,
Supervisors, that is myself.
it reflects,
Green and brown.
to me, it almost reflects on
Processors.
who created it.
Capable of complex analysis
So to
and
say that a
decision-making.
toaster, to say something sarcastic like, what is a toaster going to have feelings, really reflects on the inspiration of the creator who made it. Let's see. Okay.
Obviously, the man was brilliant to come up with something like this.
I could hardly have said it better myself, darling. Robotics and artificial intelligence were our creator's great passions, rivaled only by his love of television. Perhaps you've noticed that I possess a rather singular personality.
I believe is it Zsa Zsa Gabor?
Quite the firecracker.
Is it Zsa Zsa Gabor, darling? Is that what it is, darling? It's so cool, darling, because it's like a Zsa Zsa Gabor. Let's see. Well,
Why did Dr. Gray give you these?
I'm gonna keep talking to these people, and I'm gonna get swarmed by more ghouls. How much you want to bet?
It abhors stagnation. Dr. Gray was tired of the standard Mr. Handy personality. He looked to his favorite television characters for inspiration, and we are the result. A few other things you should know. Talk to Green if you need supplies. If it's cuts you require, Brown might have a few.
Again, I like to look at this from just a story point of view. If I just walked into this scene just out of the clear blue, she's clearly explaining, hey, Dr. Green, the person behind me, let's see.
That's right.
That's marvelous, darling. Simply marvelous. Here, you can have some of our produce. I'll ask Greenie to give you a discount, too, if there's anything else you need. Now I simply must get back to work. Ta-ta!
See, I like that, because she literally says, hey, first time we've met, don't know who you are. I'm a robot, so I'm not really going to be interested in any kind of first impressions. Yeah, okay. What I want to see is, let's take a look at this. I want to look at workshop data. Okay, so Abernathy, all that's still good. Yeah, it's not showing up. So, I guess she has to mention, hey, you can use our workshop. I'm curious. I'm going to do an R, and then let's see if the numbers... Yeah, see, it still doesn't show up as being in the workshop list. Now that should make it in the workshop list. Alright, so we've acquired it, and I do want to check this since this is also a modding test. Green Top Nursery does not show up as a workshop. Well, now that's interesting. That is really, really strange. I wonder if we do this, and if we look at workshops. Graygarden. I didn't see Graygarden on the list. See, Graygarden is not showing up as a workshop. But yet it is on the workshop list. Right? There it is. That is interesting. So it's almost like the Pip-Boy is not being updated. Okay, alright, so we will go ahead and get ready. I'm gonna get ready and close these out. I'm gonna do a little bit of analysis on some of this stuff. Let's see if we can, because I'm curious to know if I get out of here, if I actually get out of here, let's save this. If I get out of here and then I reload it if it's going to... You know what we can do? We'll do that in the next one. I was going to put some turrets down, but let me save this one more time. We'll do that in the next one. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and close this one out. I do want to take a look at the crash and see what happened. That's the first time I've seen that. I've seen where Pip-Boys... maybe I can pause this. I've seen where Pip-Boys actually, you know, for some reason the Pip-Boy gets corrupted, or somehow the mesh or the structures linked to the mesh get corrupted, and then trying to view the Pip-Boy or bring it up causes a crash. But I don't think that was what that was. I think that had to do with scene creation or scene generation or something. All right. Well, I'm going to close this one out, and I hope you had fun. I did learn some interesting things. I've never seen Graygarden not have a workshop before, so we will see how this plays out.